Good evening. Thank you so much for joining me for another session of RM Truth Live, the first session of 2015. I am so excited, so happy to see you back here again, and really excited about all the fun new conversations we're going to be having, all about the joys and challenges of being in business for yourself. Um, so if this is your first time joining, RM Truth Live is a fun, 100% real talk, specifically for solo entrepreneurs. And tonight for session 11, we're going to be talking about how can you get anything you want this year in 2015. I know a lot of you have set your goals and you've done all this wonderful planning and you want to make sure you're actually going to accomplish those goals, right? So I'm here to share 3 ways to make it so. 3 ways to make sure you get anything you want this year. The first way is to decide that what you want is worth it. Now, hear me out. It's not a question of whether or not you can get what you want, but it really is a question of if you're up to it. So for each thing that you want to accomplish, each goal that you have set for yourself, ask yourself these questions. How does this goal fit into my bigger picture? What is it going to require of me to make this happen? And am I willing to do what's required to make it happen? So here's the thing. There are a lot of things that we say we want, whether it's because we feel like we should want those things or, if it's because we feel like we're just at the place now where things like that should be happening for us. But sometimes the goals that we have set for ourselves aren't necessarily things that we really, really want to do. And a lot of times there's pressure to try to accomplish certain things that we haven't before. So if you can answer those questions, and if you're able to answer yes to that last question, am I willing to do what's required to make it happen, then you know that you are definitely well on your way to actually making it happen. But be honest with yourself. If you aren't willing to do what it's going to take right now, it doesn't mean that you're never going to make it happen or that you're a slack or that you're lazy or anything like that. It just means that maybe it doesn't really fit into your bigger picture and into your priorities right now. So stick that sucker on the back burner and focus on the things that you really know you want to make a concerted effort to accomplishing this year. So that was step 1. The second thing you want to do is to make it real by making it visual. This is one of my favorite things. All right, so a great accountability practice in goal setting is to keep your goals visible by putting them somewhere that you can always see them and be reminded of them, right? So, any planner that you use, any goal setting advice that you've heard recently, it's always to write it down, put it on a sticky note, put a poster up on your walls, create a vision board, something so that you don't just have it written out, but you have it someplace where you can keep it visible, where it's always top of mind and you don't forget them. But making it visual takes this one step further. What you're doing is you're creating a clear image in your mind about what the experience will be like to get the thing you want or to accomplish the goal that you want to accomplish. So here's an example. If you want to relocate to a new city this year, which was something that was one of my goals last year, if you want to relocate to a new city this year, and maybe you're thinking about all the steps that are going to be involved in getting from where you are to where you want to be, what you can do is create a clear image in your mind of what it's going to be like once you've relocated and you're in your new city. So walk through every sensory detail of what one really awesome experience would be like. Maybe it's the feeling of being all moved in and having your new place set up, or maybe it's the experience of walking through your new neighborhood or having dinner at a cool new restaurant there. But, every sensory detail you can think of, what it looks like, what it sounds like, even what you'll smell, what you'll taste, what you'll be wearing, literally as much detail as you can. Paint that picture of that experience in your mind and write it down. And so doing this exercise allows you, again, you're creating the experience in your mind, but if you are as detailed as possible in imagining up this experience, you actually are creating that experience in the rest of your body. Your body will have a literal physical reaction to the thing that you're imagining. So what that does, and if it feels good, if it's something obviously that, it's a good feeling, it's a good imagining, a good picture in your mind, and your body has a positive response to that, what it's doing is sending a signal right back to your brain that says, do this, pursue this, this feels good, I want to feel this way. And so you'll notice how you'll start to shift your energy and your focus towards accomplishing that thing. So you got to try it out. I call this visual forecasting, and I'm sure there's another term for it somewhere. I tried to Google it and didn't exactly come up with what I'm describing here. So we'll call it visual forecasting. But go through that exercise. I would love for you to go through that and then tell me in the comments below the recap of this video what that experience was like for you. All right, so we talked about deciding that what you want to accomplish is actually worth it. It's really important. The next thing is to make it real by making it visual in your mind, creating the real experience, seeing it, getting a taste for that experience and making it real in your mind so that you're also making it real in your body. All right, so the third thing, the final thing that you can do to make sure you get anything you want this year is to spend time with people who have what you want or who are actively working towards accomplishing similar things. So I know this is not new advice to you at all, but the saying is true. You are the reflection of the 5 people that you're closest to or that you spend the most time with. And if that's true, you want those to be people who share the same ambitions and the same drive and the same goals, who've either been there and are actively living in that thing or doing the thing that you want to do, or, living in the goal or doing the goal that you want to accomplish, or people who are working just as hard towards that goal. What it does is, it challenges you, honestly, to keep up with those people. You're getting ideas, you're getting inspiration, support, advice from people who are in the same boat. They understand what it is that you're trying to accomplish. They get it, they're there for you, and you can be there for them. And so find a community of people for whatever it is that you're looking for. Have a community of people who are working towards those same goals. Plug in with that community, share what it is you want to accomplish, ask for help, ask for support, and you will be so amazed at the benefits and how far you'll get, so much further than trying to reach those goals for yourself. And if you are looking for a community, especially if you're a solo entrepreneur and you're looking to take your business to the next level this year, I know so many of you have made the promise to yourself that you're going to get your business ideas off the ground this year. I invite you to join me in the Take Flight community. This is a new community. It's a free online community for solo entrepreneurs, which I recently started. And we are a league of passion-fueled, badass solo entrepreneurs who are determined to take our businesses to the next level, to soaring heights this year. And there are going to be so many amazing things happening within this community, and you can join. There is a link at the top of this video if you're watching on the live watch page, but I'll also share a link in the recap where you can ask to join, and you'll be plugged right into the community. So now I want to hear from you. What are you working towards? What are some of your goals for 2015? And have you tried any of these suggestions that I've mentioned today? Are any of these new to you? Do you have a community that you're plugged into already that you'd like to share with the group? Please let me know. I am dying to hear from you. If you like this video, be sure to like it and share it with all of your friends. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, and I definitely look forward to spending time with you again every Tuesday right here on RM Truth Live.